Well, hello everybody, it's Thursday and I'm Will.
And I'm Lynn, and we are Lynn and Will, right? Of lynnandwill.com. Happy Thursday, everybody. Thank you for joining us today. And we have valued content we're grateful to share with you.
We hope so.
Right.
Because it's hashtag Thursday.
Oh, but before we talk about that, number one, right?
Boom.
That's our little thing. And who are we? Well, we're Lynn and Will of lynnandwill.com. What do we do? Well, we're digital marketers. We are coaches, mentors, and trainers, and entrepreneurs. And we help people learn how to leverage social media, any social media, and build your business online, learning the attraction marketing skill sets by reaching a global audience, reaching a massive audience, but most importantly, targeting your exact audience so you reach the people who are truly interested in what you have to offer. So that's what we do. In a
nutshell. That's it in a nutshell. So I look at it this way. Lynn always says there's about 3 billion people on Facebook. It's the biggest, baddest platform around. But there are 49% of the world's population on social media. So it's some big highway out there with 49% of the population cruising around on the highway, right? So you want to figure out how to get them off your exit, come down your road and knock on your door so you can tell them about your opportunity. That's the important gig. So we're here to show you. But
hi, Wayne. Happy Thursday.
Oh, hi, Wayne. How you doing, buddy? Before we get to that, because we have some cool stuff today, we're talking about hashtags, and hashtags. But if you remember, you're my age, it was pound. But I don't know where they came up with hashtag, but you're going to tell us about it, right? So at any rate, if you're coming to us live, please give us a little love by dropping a heart down below. If you're coming to us on a replay, give us a hashtag replay so we can give you a shout out later. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns during this Facebook Live, by all means, drop those in the comments section below, or you can simply send us a message through Facebook Messenger. And as always, we'd love to know where our audience is coming from in this big, beautiful blue marble. So drop your location in the down below also. Thanks, Wayne.
Yeah, no fishing right now, huh?
Yeah. So, at any rate, our topic today is hashtags, and hashtags. And so, Lynn, would you like to lead us off on what we're going to talk about?
So, we are going to talk about hashtags. Hashtags started way back when in 2007. Way back when. Right. Well, at this point in time, it's 13 years ago, right?
Right.
So, it started in 2007 and it started on Twitter. And Twitter only allows 280 characters per tweet.
So you kind of have to condense your words, right? Your contextuals.
And that's exactly why the pound became a hashtag, and it grouped a bunch of words together so you could get the message out with less characters. And cool that's basically how it started.
Wow. So today, we're talking about the hashtags. That was cool. I didn't know that, 2007. What was the first hashtag? Do you remember what it was? Bar or something? Something about bars?
Oh, I did read about that, but I forgot.
So honestly, we're going to talk about, do you know how to use hashtags? Do you know how not to use hashtags? And some do's and don'ts before you get to them. So the guy's name was Chris Messina. And his first hashtag was hashtag bar camp.
Bar camp. I'm sure it had to do with a drinking establishment, right?
Probably some military guy. But anyway, so thanks, Chris Messina, because now we're doing a training because of what you started.
Hashtags. Right.
Hashtags. So, do you want to start or?
So, yes, we're going to go over the do's and the don'ts of hashtags. So, would you like me to start one and then you do one, or how would you like to do it? Okay.
We'll just kind of like melt into each other.
So, hashtags are used on all social media platforms as well. So, number one, what can a hashtag do for you? Well, it can increase engagement with your followers. It leads to greater engagement, boosting your brand's social media through likes, shares, comments, and new followers. So that's basically the premise of what a hashtag does.
Cool. Yeah, so the hashtag is going to show you we're going to show you how to find the hashtags that work for your brand. We're also going to use why using popular hashtag isn't the right option always, and essential tips for using those hashtags on every social media platform. So here's a few basics on hashtags. Of course, they always start with that pound or a hashtag, but they won't work if you put a space in them, any punctuation, or if you use any symbols. So you got to leave that all in there, just all letters. You have to make sure your account is public. If your account is not public, then it's not going to get out to the proper audience. And you don't want to string too many words together. So you don't want to, like, say how do you say that? Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. That's kind of a long word for a hashtag. So you want to keep short, quick, maybe 2 words within a hashtag. Makes it work better. You want to use relevant and specific hashtags. So I think yesterday I used the analogy of having a hamburger place inside of a shoe store. So you want to make sure hashtags are relevant to what you're having a conversation about. Hence, that's why we use hashtags as our hashtag. So, and then you want to limit the number of hashtags. And we're going to go over the limit that you should use on each of those platforms. Next.
So a hashtag also gives you an opportunity to build your brand. It can help promote your business and drive conversation. And the next I was going to say, it was originally created in 2007 on Twitter because of its brevity, its shortness, being able to lump words together and make it shorter and still retain the meaning. So it also can promote social issues. We've seen a lot of that. And that can be a positive thing. And a couple that I'm going to mention are something like hashtag International Women's Day or hashtag mental health. Certainly there's a lot of social issues out there that use hashtags to a great degree.
Yeah, like the breast cancer one.
Right,
yeah,
right.
A hashtag pink, maybe.
Right, or hashtag Alzheimer's, all that stuff, right. There is a rule. You don't want to use too many hashtags. General rule on all social media, and that's including Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, even YouTube, 3 to 5 hashtags.
That's it, huh?
General rule, right.
But there's more rules for each one of them.
Yeah, you can allow a little bit more, perhaps on
Instagram, I think it is.
Yeah, Instagram and YouTube, but the general rule is 3 to 5 hashtags, and it is a way to get your posts seen. And one of those hashtags can be your personal brand. That's
awesome. So, Lynn mentioned, that hashtag is a way to contextualize, your message. So here's one example. If I said hashtag Apollo 50th, if you're kind of a space nut like me, you probably know what that meant. So Apollo 50th means it was the 50th anniversary of Apollo 11 and landed on the moon. That hashtag went through the roof. And that's all they said. Hashtag Apollo 50th. And a lot of people knew exactly what it was. And it created a great following for that celebration.
Very good. So, is it my turn or are you going to continue?
Sure, no, you rock and roll.
No. Okay, so other concerns regarding hashtag basic rules. Of course, they always start with a pound sign, as you just alluded to. Make sure your accounts are public, and you mentioned that also. That's very important.
I stole your thunder, didn't I?
No, that's okay. Yeah. But it's good to know, because it's a good thing to repeat. Right? Make sure your account is public, because if you're going to use hashtags, you want to reach as many people as you can. Also, don't string too many words together, and use relevant and specific hashtags. And limit the number of hashtags you use. It does allow you to increase engagement with followers, and it can help you target an audience to find you. And do you know what the #1 hashtag is in the world?
Love.
Love. Hashtag love.
Love.
1.7 billion posts have had the hashtag love in it. And something like Instagood on Instagram has 1.1 billion posts. So you want to make sure that you check your hashtag that you're going to use. You don't want to pull up a hashtag that has 50 people
Yeah, following it, right.
following it. You want a hashtag that has a lot, thousands, like at least 350,000 people attached to it and above.
But there is a cap. But there is a
water and air conditioning.
Hey, guess what? We got water and air conditioning again. Just so you know now.
Good afternoon, Nation 3. The water and air conditioning is now.
It's a public service announcement from our condo association. We do have water and air conditioning. Thank the Lord, because we do live in Florida. So with what Lynn said, there are some hashtags out there that carry a lot of clout with that hashtag, but you don't want to be too crazy with it. For example, I'm sure a lot of you people that use Instagram heard of hashtag follow me. And that's basically a hashtag that gets people to like what you have to, your content that you're putting out there. I think it has like 515 million posts of solicit likes. So, but it's not engaging, and it comes across kind of spammy. Lynn also said, that you can use a hashtag for people to find you. Am I digging too much into your stuff?
No, not at all. Of course, this is all perfect.
And we use this quite a bit when we repost things. We don't use it so much in live, but when we post videos, you can go back and look. We use kind of hashtags to actually have our videos or our posts reach out to specific people. So, for example, if we wanted to reach to all people that are interested in travel, we add hashtag travel into our description somewhere. Or let's say we were looking for some struggling network marketer out of a certain MLM. I don't know.
You could tag Rodan and Fields.
Right. So hashtag Rodan and Fields. That way, when someone actually searches Rodan and Fields, guess who pops up? Lynn and Will. So that's a cool way to use a hashtag, because if they search Rodan and Fields and you use hashtag Rodan and Fields, it's going to come up that way. So
very good. No, you have more relevant content? No, your content is great.
Should I keep going? I just got a few more things.
Go right ahead.
So, love, yes, 1.7 billion people use that hashtag. Now, I think this is most statistics from Instagram. And Lynn already talked to you about Instagood, 1.1 billion. But the best way to find hashtags. So, you want to monitor your social media influencers in competition. So, see what they're using. And then once you find out what they're using, and if it's working, then you can use it. So monitor social media influencers in competition. Use hashtagify.me, which is a
hashtagify.me. This is where you should go to find and do the research on hashtags to see how popular they are, to see that they're trending, to see how many people are following it, to see if it's relevant to what you want to attach it to, what kind of post. So that's the kind of the Mac Daddy of them all. Hashtagify.me.
Right. It's actually the word spelled out, hashtag. And then something called a social media listening tool. You can also find hashtags there. Or find related hashtags to whatever your content may be. And then analyze your own posts. We look at our insights and see which posts are being carried out by using that tagline or that hashtag. Anything else you want to talk about there?
No, you cover that all beautifully.
So here's some examples of how to use hashtags on each social media. Do you have that?
No, go right ahead.
So Twitter. So if you use Twitter, you want to use about 1 to 2 hashtags within your content. And you use it within the, of course, the tweet. There's no other real place to use it. You can also use it into your bio so that they can find you that way. Facebook. So Facebook, you use about 1 to 2 hashtags, and you use those within the posts and the comments. Instagram. Instagram, you can get a little crazy. You can use between 5 and 10 hashtags in there, and you use those within the captions and the comments. And then YouTube, you can use 2 to 3, so that's the next biggest one, and you basically use that in the description of your YouTube video. LinkedIn is 1 to 2, and of course you put that in your update in your articles. And then Pinterest, you can use 2 to 5 and use that in a pin description. And then when you're repinning something, you can also add some hashtags in there. So there you have it. Those are all the types of hashtags, or how many you should use and where you should put them within the social medias.
Very good. Great content. So the overall message here is to make sure your hashtags are relevant. Make sure they're relevant to your post too. You don't want to have your post about food and then you're putting all kinds of hashtags that are about who knows what.
Something
completely unrelated. And you can go to hashtagify.me,
right.
Find out what is currently the most relevant hashtags. And hashtags are a wonderful way to connect with your audience, to create engagement, to create conversations and comments and shares and likes.
And to find you.
Right. But don't overuse them. You don't want to have your post and then have, say, 7, 8 lines full of hashtags. Spammy. I've seen that on Instagram where there's so many hashtags. Who is going to read them all? No. Be smart with your hashtag use.
Right.
Don't abuse it and overuse it. Use it smart. Right?
Right.
So
that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
For every one of our Facebook Lives, I know you guys are looking at us like, wow. But we learn something from every time we do these Facebook Lives because we have to do the research to put on the show, so to speak.
It's good. So, it's great, though.
We like it, and we hope you guys like it.
Right. We hope we brought you some value today, some tip.
Right. So it's always fun. So anything else you got to say?
No, that's it for today.
So today is Thursday, and tomorrow we're back on our little exciting journey that we'll talk to you about tomorrow.
Oh, yes. Something great that's incredible that was dropped on our lap, and we want to share it with everybody because
it is really fun. It's really cool.
It really is. It's exciting.
Yeah. What a journey. And we'd like you to be on that journey too, but we'll talk to you tomorrow about it. So if you have any, if you just want to talk to us about attraction marketing or that other thing that we'll talk tomorrow, you can simply drop us a comments down below. And what would you like to say? Just say, we have a question?
Yeah, anything you'd like to say.
All right. Or you can send us a message to Facebook Messenger, or you can go over to lynnandwill.com and pull down the menu that says work with us, schedule a video call that way, or you can go over to our Facebook fan page, punch that book now button, and schedule a video call that way. So there's no real excuse not to get a hold of us if you want to have a conversation. We're pretty easy to talk to.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah. So
wherever you are, go ahead.
See you tomorrow.
Yeah, wherever you are in the world, we hope you're having a great day, evening, wherever you are, and we will be back.
You're excited.
Tomorrow, what time are we going to do our Facebook Live tomorrow?
Shoot for 3?
Shoot for...
Or no, earlier.
Yeah, it'll have to be earlier.
1. Tomorrow we're going to do 1 p.m.
Maybe. Yeah, 1 p.m. Or maybe even earlier. It might have to be earlier. Yeah, it's because we're juggling all kinds of Zoom calls and things like that. It might have to be 12:30.
Been pretty busy.
We've been really busy.
Yeah,
so we haven't been able to adhere to our 3 o'clock.
I think I was up till like 1 o'clock in the morning last night connecting with customers. So.
Yes. So we'll see you tomorrow about 12:30.
Okay, 12:30.
Eastern Standard Time.
Now I know. I'm glad someone knows. But anyway, thank you so much for watching us, and come back and join us again because we really like it.
Oh, yes. Please join us tomorrow so we can share what we're really excited about.
Yeah, so much fun. So anyway, peace,
love, and light, everybody.
Peace out, everybody.
We'll see ya.
Bye.